Hi guys, Maikeru here. This is my mid-level money making guide. This is my second money making guide. If you want to check out the first one, I'll leave a link in the description. You guys seem to like that, so I thought I'd make a second. There are 4 different methods, one that's over 3.5 mil in an hour, and then the others are also really good money. And I've tried to keep the requirements mid-tier so that everyone will be able to do it as long as your stats are around mid. Tried to include a variety, so some will make you more money than others, but I want to include a load of different range of ways of making money using different skills so that it tries to appeal to everyone. Let's get into the first method. The first method I'm going to speak about is making divine charges. Making divine charges can be a good way to level up your invention at really early levels and make some profit while doing so, because you only need level 4 to do this. The requirements are that you have to unlock the invention skill, and then you complete the tutorial to get to level 4 invention, and then you can do this. To unlock invention you need 80 crafting, 80 smithing and 80 divination. A small amount of starting cash for energies and maple logs to disassemble for the divine charges materials will be needed. So you want a little bit of cash to start, but you won't need too much. I'll leave a useful wiki link in the description to show which memories are currently the best to use for GP/craft so you save the most amount of money. The highest tier energy are not always the best. Right now the highest tier energy are not the best, so I won't be using those in my example in this video. The higher level you get in invention, the more junk chance reduction you can learn. So the higher you are in invention, the more money you're going to make. So the more chance you'll have for getting simple parts from maple logs. So at the lower levels you'll be making the low end, but at the higher levels you'll be making the high end. Making these divine charges are anywhere between 1.5 to 3 mil GP depending on the cost per charge and your invention level. We're going to want to make divine charges on the workbench. As you can see, they cost 20 simple parts and any of these energies. Look at this useful table on the wiki that I have a link to in the description below. Brilliant energy right now are the best profit per charge. So if we wanted to use something like incandescent energy, which is the highest level energy, it wouldn't actually make us as much money as brilliant energy will. So brilliant energy right now is 27k profit per divine charge if you buy at mid and sell at mid, which is very easy to do with divine charges and energy, because a lot of people are farming the energy and a lot of people are buying the charges to level up invention. So before doing this method, I'd advise checking this to make sure you're doing as much as you can to increase your gold you make every hour. If you assign the disassemble key to your action bar like I have on X, you just press that button and then click the maple logs. This is the only thing in this method that takes the time. You disassemble the maple logs to get simple parts. You'll get quite a lot of junk as well as simple parts, but maple logs are definitely the cheapest and most cost efficient way of getting simple parts. You'll do this for literally an hour and then you'll just make loads and loads of divine charges on the workbench. It's really AFK doing this, so you can just sit back, relax, watch a film, watch some Netflix, whatever you like to do with AFK methods. It's really easy and quick GP every hour if you're just doing this while chilling. Once you have your simple parts, all you got to do is go to the workbench, make the divine charges. It gives you a bit of divination and invention XP as well. It might not seem like much XP, but it does add up in the long run. If you're doing this for a couple of hours, it can give you some of the starting levels pretty fast. So it took me around 6 minutes to get all of these simple parts, which means I can make around 100 divine charges in an hour. That's 2.7 mil made in an hour. So me having a high junk chance reduction has really helped my GP per hour. You can easily make some serious money here. Method 2 has our lowest GP an hour, but also our lowest requirements. This is just killing chaos druids. They are very easy to kill and do not require very high combat stats, and they give really good loot. A lot of herbs that are really useful. The requirements to do this is around 40 plus attack for at least adamant weaponry, although the higher combat you are, the more GP you'll make, obviously, because you'll be killing them a lot quicker. The only recommendation I would give is two-handed weapons, as they are better here for AoE. You can AoE the mobs much easier with a two-hander than you can with one-handers, so you'll get more kills per hour, thus making more GP an hour. This is around 500k to 1 mil plus GP an hour, so mid-level you're going to be aiming for around that 1 mil mark if you're using a two-hander and AoEing down these mobs. It's actually not bad combat XP here as well. If you're killing a lot of mobs per hour, the combat XP will really add up. If you go to where the bank is in Tavali, just underneath there'll be a dungeon where I'm standing. You climb down the dungeon. I've just put some random gear on and I've included a ring of wealth for extra chance at drops. Run round this big corner path and then you're at your chaos druids. So chaos druids are really nice and easy to kill. They only have 1000 HP each. While you're killing these chaos druids, you want to pick up all of the herbs they drop that are useful, so anything that's over Haralander is usually good money. Pick up all the herbs they drop. Sometimes they can drop 2 herbs at once, so make sure you're looking at the loot stack values or right clicking to see if there's any underneath of each other. As I said, this is pretty good for the lower end of mid levels, so you can get some good combat XP and some okay GP an hour as well by doing this. Although I would not advise doing this if you're at a high combat, because the GP per hour wouldn't be worth it and you'd be able to do one of the other methods and gain much more money. So after I'd done that trip, I made around 95k. That 95k took just under 9 minutes to do, so I could probably do about 7 of these trips in an hour, which means I'd be making just under 700k an hour by doing this. Obviously your luck will factor into this, so sometimes you can make insane GP here because you could get all the high herbs often, but sometimes you'll get really bad herbs and make little amounts of GP. So like I said, if you're on the low end of the combat mid levels, then this is a really good method. If not, the others will be better for you. The third method I want to talk about is MYRE fungi. MYRE fungi is used a lot in herb lore, which is why it retains a good price. All you need to do for this method is have Priest and Peril quest completed and a Silver Sickle B, which is blessed, from the Nature Spirit quest. You can earn from 2.2 to 2.6 mil using this method if you have a couple of the useful items. The recommended helpful items I would suggest for doing this method of money making are the Mauritania Legs 1. You get Mauritania Legs 1 from the easy Mauritania tasks, and they give double fungi when cast in bloom and a chance for ghasts not to attack you at all. These legs really do help out tons and they're easy to get. Completing the quest Deadliest Catch can give you a cluster of 3 logs close together which are in walking distance for a deposit box for the fungi, which leads to very fast and quick banking. An Ouroboros pouch from the Temple Trekking minigame can eliminate the damage from ghasts as well, so this is also helpful if you're taking quite a lot of damage from them. Fairy rings can help with easy teleportation if you haven't done Deadliest Catch. There's fairy rings really close to a lot of logs that can lead to some easy and quick banking. With all of these things to help you, you can easily make 2.6 mil GP an hour. Without some of these things, you'll make a bit less, but it will still be good money. If you don't have a blessed Silver Sickle or you got rid of yours after the quest, all you got to do is go to MYRE Swamp and go where I am. You can run down from Canifis. Once you're here, just go through the grotto tree. In here you can use a normal Silver Sickle on the Amulet of Nature and then just bless it, and then you've got your Silver Sickle blessed. If you haven't done the Deadliest Catch quest or have access to fairy rings or easy ways to teleport, you can go where I am on the map here. Then you can easily just go teleport to the Canifis Lodestone, run down to the bank and then run round from the bank. So once you're here, all you got to do is right click your Silver Sickle and bloom. Then it will do fungi on log, you'll collect the fungi. If you have the Mauritania legs, you'll get 2 fungi for every harvest, so it speeds up and gives your GP an hour twice as fast, which is just awesome. But where I am right now, I'm able to hit 3 logs. You want to aim to hit 3 logs every time to maximize the amount of fungi you can do in an hour. As you can see in my inventory, I have a prayer renewal potion. They're easily sustaining your prayer points if you use these. So as you can see, a full inventory when I price check it is 37k. That inventory took me about a minute to do and it'll probably take about 30 seconds to bank. That means we can do around 40 trips in an hour, which is just over 1.4 mil in an hour. Although with the Mauritania legs it doubles the amount of fungi you get. This means that you'll probably be making along the lines of 2.5 to 2.6 mil an hour rather than 1.4 to 1.5 mil an hour. So the Mauritania legs are definitely worth getting because of this fact that it speeds it up for about a mil an hour extra. Nice and easy to do, worthwhile, definitely a good way to make some easy, quick money. The last method I want to talk about is OPHIDIAN incubation. Casting OPHIDIAN incubation is very similar to Fruitful for money making. It's slightly more GP an hour than Fruitful right now, so it's really good money. You will need to be converting normal eggs into cockatrice eggs. These eggs are used in herblore to make potions, so they'll always maintain their GP value, which makes this method a long lasting one. You'll be able to make around 2,100 eggs in an hour. The only requirements for this are 63 summoning for spirit cobras and about 1 mil GP, so you can buy some eggs, incubation scrolls and some summoning potions and spirit cobra pouches. All of these will be needed for this method. I'll go into details about it in a second. And this is between 3 mil to 3.8 mil GP an hour right now, and it is absolutely insane money. Really easy to do as well. So we're going to do this method at Edgefield because it's right close to a bank and you can go outside to use your summoning familiar. All you need for this method is some spirit cobra pouches, some incubation scrolls, some summoning potions and eggs. This has all been factored into the GP per hour and you'll be making 3.5 mil profit an hour. So all you got to do is right click here, go on to follower details so it shows you your special move bar of your pet. And you also want to select the left click option and make sure it's on special move. You can move your left click option onto anywhere you want. So I'm going to put it on X. So now whenever I press X and click an egg, it turns it and uses a scroll. It also uses some of its special move points. This is why you want your summoning potions. Quickly bake your eggs, get new ones out. Drink some of your summoning pot. And go again. That's all there is to this method. You just keep on making those eggs into cockatrice eggs. Once you get into a rhythm, you can really easily do an inventory. It doesn't take much time at all. You can do so many eggs in an hour. That's why this method is such good money right now. The eggs will always maintain their price as well because they're used a lot in Herblore, like I said earlier. So this method is just great. Fast, easy GP, but no XP, unfortunately. Thanks for watching. I hope these 4 methods were useful for you, or at least one of them was. I tried to include a bit out of the ordinary methods that people might not know of. These methods all give good money and are extra ways that you can earn easy GP in RuneScape. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. You can join my friends chat Maikeru if you fancy a chat. There's quite a few nice friendly people in here. We've been bossing together and we've been having a nice laugh together. It's been really fun. The more the merrier. Please comment down below if you have any ideas and suggestions for what I could make in the future. I've made a notebook of loads of future video suggestions. I'm going to look forward to making all of these videos for you guys that you suggested me. Thanks for watching again and I'll catch you next time.